your name and where you're from, please.
Gregory Jansen, West Palm Beach.
Hey, Gregory, down in West Palm Beach. Thanks for joining us tonight. Great to have you on the call.
You bet.
Hey, it's Christy Fair.
Hello, Christy. Welcome to the call tonight. So great to have you on the call. Okay, 10 families.
In Fort Worth, Texas.
All right, Fort Worth. So great to have you on the call tonight. Thank you for joining us. Welcome, 10 families. State your name and where you're from, please.
Della Eggsy, Houston, Texas.
Okay, Houston. Welcome to the house tonight. So great to have you on the call.
Complete Morrison, Detroit.
Hello, Detroit. Welcome. So great to have you on the call tonight.
You taking a bath?
Yeah, I'm taking a bath.
Hey, somebody's taking a bath out there. All right. Okay, welcome, 10 family. Step up and state your name and where you're from, please.
Hey.
We're so excited about this call tonight. We have an awesome guest speaker in the house. We just can't wait to get started and hear what Sue Brian has to say and share with us tonight. Whole time. Sit back. Go ahead and announce yourself. We're only going to take a couple more minutes to get this call started.
We got Reno, Greg.
Hello, Reno. Great to have you on the call tonight, Gregory. Who else have we got in the family?
Cheryl Church from Virginia.
Hey, Cheryl, our leader from Halifax, Virginia, Cheryl Church. Welcome to the call here. Great to have you. Who else have we got? 10 family.
Althea Gill, Houston, Texas.
All right, Houston, welcome to the call tonight. It's so great to have you on the line.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Who else have we got out there, 10 family?
Evelyn from Oakland.
Well, hello, Oakland is in the house. Great to have you, Evelyn. Thank you for joining us. Who else have we got, 10 family? We're going to give it about another minute, and then we're going to go ahead and get our call started tonight. If you haven't done so, please announce yourself.
Lana from North Carolina.
Okay, North Carolina is in the house. So great to have you on the call tonight. So who else we got, 10 family? Okay, we're going to go ahead.
All callers are muted.
We're going to go ahead and get the call started. We just don't want to waste any more time till we can bring this lady to the front and center so she can share with us tonight. But first of all, we want to welcome everybody. 10 is changing lives. The word is spreading about these amazing 10 spray products. Thanks to all of you, our 10 family. You just keep sharing and sharing and more sharing. You will be hearing some amazing testimonies later on the call tonight. We are excited to have you that you've joined us tonight on our 10 family call. What a lineup we have tonight for you. We are excited about our very special guest speaker tonight. Just sit back and relax and enjoy all of the great knowledge you will obtain tonight from all of these amazing people on the call, and especially our speaker. I would like to introduce to each of you Susan Rex Ryan. It is my pleasure to welcome you back as our guest speaker, returning on our call for the third time. Susan is the author of Mom's Choice Award-winning book called Defend Your Life, an awesome book about health benefits of vitamin D, including the potential prevention of chronic medical conditions, including autism, cancer, diabetes, heart disease, and multiple sclerosis. Her health articles have been published in magazines all around. Susan has been on various radio shows where she's discussed vitamin D and its benefits. Welcome back, Susan, to our team call tonight. Thank you for taking time out of your very busy schedule and joining us on this call tonight. Susan recently wrote an article titled The Hidden Heart Disease Factor, High Homocysteine. So we're going to talk to you about that, Susan, and we're just so excited once again. So go ahead and say hello to everyone on the call.
Thank you very much, Pat. As always, it's my pleasure to talk with you all. And hello to everyone out there. It sounds like we've got a great representation from around the United States. You may know that I write normally about vitamin D, but I recently came across a lot of compelling literature about basically a time bomb that could be ticking in our bodies, something we don't really hear much about. So that's why I'm here tonight, is to talk to you about heart disease and this substance called homocysteine. Over to you, Pat.
Well, thanks. Just thank goodness that we have people like you, Susan. You're a true blessing to mankind because of the fact that you do step up, you do write these articles, and you know yourself it's all about preventative today and things that you can do to prevent these diseases coming on down the line to all of your family, friends, loved ones. So it's people like you that I just so admire that step up and tell us and educate us, which is so most important. So I'm going to go ahead and one of the questions that we wanted to ask you tonight, why are so many people dying of heart disease, Susan?
Well, that's a good question, Pat. Do you know that heart disease is the number one cause of death around the world?
Wow.
There are that many people dying from heart disease. In fact, more than 7 million people die annually from heart disease.
Wow.
And 9 million, a little over half, are women. So heart disease really is a top killer, and it's the top killer in the United States, unfortunately. So you ask why? Why these staggering figures? Well, I think one reason is our modern lifestyles, and it's so easy to adapt to these modern lifestyles, and that includes diet, lack of sufficient physical activity, smoking, excessive alcohol use, that type of thing. But I also think there's another reason why so many people are dying of heart disease, and that's misdiagnosis. That is, some of these symptoms of heart disease are so common that people don't know it. In other words, heartburn is an example. That especially in women, that women will complain of heartburn, maybe even go to their doctor about it, and the conclusion is, it's probably, just heartburn or maybe a little bit of a gallbladder issue, something like that, and they're not further tested. So I think diagnoses and testing are really key to why there are so many people who are still dying of heart disease.
Wow. That is truly amazing. Okay, what is homocysteine and who is at risk with elevated levels? And this is a two-part question, but what is a healthy homocysteine level? And one more into that, we'll just roll it all into one. Do doctors routinely check homocysteine?
Great questions. First of all, what is homocysteine? And, it kind of sounds like some... wild animal that nobody wants to go near. So I'll try to explain it as well as I can, in English, if you will. Homocysteine is a product or substance that's naturally produced in our body. It's actually an amino acid, which is a building block of protein. And as we all know, we need all kinds of proteins for our bodies to function properly. But homocysteine is actually a byproduct of another amino acid called methionine. Okay, so there's something else called methionine, and I state that for a reason here in a moment. We do need healthy amounts of homocysteine. It's not all bad. We need them because they're vital in our protein metabolism. So homocysteine isn't bad, but high levels of homocysteine are bad. And unfortunately, a lot of people have an imbalanced homocysteine level, i.e., they're high in homocysteine, and I'll get to that in a minute. They really must be carefully balanced by adequate levels of specific B vitamins. And those B vitamins include B6 and B12. Who is at risk? Well, unfortunately, a lot of people are at risk, and I'll name some risk factors. And I think a lot of us can relate to some of these, or at least one of these. Fatigue, low energy, weight gain, depression, more than 2 alcoholic drinks a day, more than 3 coffees a day, smoking, vegetarians, or people who eat a lot of red meat. That would be at least, more than 1 serving per day of red meat. So those are just some of the risk factors for homocysteine elevated levels. What's the healthy level? Around 6, and that's 6 micromoles per liter, but it's just easy to remember 6. And I found in my research that the ranges, you can have your blood tested, and the ranges are quite wide, as I have found in testing of other vitamins. But the research indicates really you should have a level of around 6. Do doctors routinely check for this? No, and no. I recently had mine checked, and it took some discussion to have that happen. I had to cite that I have family history of heart disease, and even then I had to really kind of insist on getting it done, because after my research, I just felt I think I need to know this, and I think most people need to know this, because guess what? Our homocysteine just naturally starts elevating with our age. So you get into the high levels, that really presents a greater risk, I should say, for heart disease. I am pleased to tell you that I did get my results recently, and I am a 6, believe it or not, which is actually equivalent to like preteen age.
Wow.
Most preteens, boys and girls, have around the 6 who are healthy. So I was absolutely thrilled to hear that, but I also take my vitamins. I make sure that my body is fed the vitamins that it needs to maintain a healthy homocysteine level.
Well, is this covered under any insurance? The test itself?
Yes, it is. And of course, there's so many different insurance plans out there, and I would suggest our listeners, check with their individual insurance. You can get it's just a simple blood test that you would get at your doctor's office, or nurse practitioners can do it. You also can order them online and have them done at home. And I know of one lab that I came across online that I believe it's $45 to have it done. But I do think you need a prescription for that. I'm not positive. Fortunately, I was able to get it done in my doctor's office, and I don't know yet, how much insurance will pay for mine. But you know what? Pat? This is a ticking time bomb.
It's worth it if they don't pay for it, right?
No, right. And, in my book, Defend Your Life, about vitamin D, there's a test that I mention in there that I think is very valuable to have. And it sounds expensive, but when you look at what it costs per day, say over a year, we're talking pennies. So that's the way I look at some of these health testing and health supplements, for that matter, that our modern lifestyle, whether we like it or not, does tend to work against us. We just don't get the vitamins and minerals and other nutrients that we need by our diet alone. And there's, of course, lots and lots of reasons for that. So, we need to get these vitamins either from our diet or supplements, and I think actually the most realistic way is both, if we can.
Absolutely. Well, it never ceases to amaze me, Susan, why, there isn't more. We know that D can cause a lot of diseases, and now we're finding out that the deficiency of B can cause a lot of diseases, and it just makes you wonder what is wrong with this picture that, these tests are not, we didn't even know to have our D tested actually until we ran into you, and, you wrote this great book. I mean, think about it, because it's not broadcast. Now I think there's some shows out there that is Dr. Oz and some of the other shows. I think it was on the Good Morning Show is saying more now about the D and the crisis that we're in, and the 97% of the population is D deficient. But it just never ceases to amaze me because, to me, it just makes good common sense that they would save a lot of money, the insurance could, if they would prevent disease.
Exactly.
It just makes a lot of sense. But anyways, that's a whole nother story, isn't it, Sue?
That is a whole other story. And Pat, you mentioned some television shows, and just the other week I was actually on television talking about vitamin D and my book.
Oh.
I was on an ABC morning show called The Morning Blend.
Probably Google that and pick that up so we can see it.
Yes, it's on YouTube. It's easy to pick up on YouTube. Probably Googling "Defend Your Life" and maybe vitamin D. You could hear it. It's about 6 minutes.
That's awesome. Well, we will definitely check that out. The next question is why does heart disease continue to rise in women, Susan?
Well, let me first make a comment about heart disease in women, and this is scary, Pat. This is really scary, and again, I don't think many people know this. Heart disease is specifically rising in younger women, and when I say younger women, I mean under the age of 55. I mean, we see this in their 20s, 30s, 40s, and actually some of my research into homocysteine found that there have been issues with babies and very young children. So this is a medical situation that doesn't discriminate. It can be from a baby to someone, very senior in their 70s and 80s and 90s. So first of all, so my point is women under the age of 55 are succumbing to heart disease even more so. Why? Misdiagnosis. Kind of what I was talking about a little while ago, that heart disease, especially in women, and I've had cardiologists tell me this, it's more difficult to diagnose. You don't have the angina necessarily and the chest pain. A lot of times it can be something that comes across as like heartburn or a little bit of numbness in the arms and the shoulders and the jaw. There's actually a whole list of potential symptoms for heart disease, and most people don't know what they are, and kind of even more disturbingly, it's been written off by a lot of physicians from what I'm reading. I mean, I can't say how many or any of that. I mean, it's an individual thing, but like I said, a woman comes in and says, I feel like maybe I have some heartburn or something, and the doctor either prescribes something for the heartburn or let's check into gallbladder, for example. And they're missing the point on elevated homocysteine. And because homocysteine is typically not tested, this is what's happening. People have elevated homocysteine and they do not know it. They have this ticking time bomb in their bodies. And if you notice, I have not until now mentioned the word cholesterol. We are all very well educated about high cholesterol and tested regularly for that, and told over and over about diet for that, and of course statins, cholesterol lowering drugs are just $1 billion plus business annually. Yeah. So I'm just kind of spelling things out here that this is an amino acid naturally produced in our body, but it has to be balanced by two different processes. And if it's not balanced, there's a good chance that our homocysteine level could rise to the point where, and that's another thing. Okay, what happens? What happens is if our homocysteine levels are consistently high, the homocysteine can start eating away at our arterial lining, the delicate lining of our arteries.
Right.
And that's really, a cause, definitely a cause of heart disease.
Right. So does that cause like a rupture or something when, it gets thinner and thinner and thinner?
Well, it could. It could cause, unfortunately, heart attack, stroke. They're probably two of the main, results of elevated homocysteine that just goes unchecked. Okay. And actually, I'd like to mention another thing, like for women especially, going back to the women, why are so many women, dying from heart disease? Shortness of breath is another symptom. Nausea, vomiting, sort of what people perceive and what some doctors perceive as just kind of common complaints, common symptoms. And that's the same with vitamin D, lower back pain, muscle aches. So what happens is our body needs all these nutrients, and in many cases we're not getting them, and our body's signaling, usually too subtly, to, flag it that it's, tested and diagnosed properly and then treated.
Well, as you know, Susan, our body is very brilliant. I say this all the time. And if you give your body the proper nutrition and what it needs, it really does have the means to heal itself. If you were and keeping it nutritionally sound, that's the way that I believe. So, what is
our
important?
Body is very smart.
Yeah. What is the importance of supplementing with a B vitamin, like our 10 intraoral sprays? B Boost, which contains B3, B6, and B12, and has a 98% absorption rate. And as you can tell, we're pretty ecstatic over that. But what is the importance of supplementing with the B vitamin?
Well, I will talk, Pat, tonight, since we're talking about high homocysteine levels. And, what causes them. If I may, I'd like to address it in terms of that. Your B Boost product, how by taking that could you help counter high homocysteine, in other words. Right. Your B Boost product contains two vital supplements related to high homocysteine that can help lower high homocysteine, and that's B6 and B12. There are two processes that go on with homocysteine to keep it balanced. One is something called remethylation, and the other thing is called transsulfuration. And, of course, I won't get into the medical and the chemical gobbledygook, but let me say that for remethylation, so this is one of the two processes that our body must have to process the homocysteine so it doesn't get high, That's B12. Our body needs B12 and also folate. I'll just mention folate as a side. But B12, one of your major ingredients in your product, is essential for lowering homocysteine. And I was happy to see your product contains methylcobalamin, which is the best type of vitamin B12. And I'm hitting my own hot button here. I have gone in pharmacies, and that includes, private, smaller pharmacies, and looked at B12 supplements. And most of them are cyanocobalamin. And if that cyano sounds familiar, that's because it is. It contains a cyanide molecule. And I think most of us know that cyanide is toxic, to put it mildly. And so many commercial B12 vitamin supplements contain, yes, I'm saying this, a cyanide molecule. I mean, it's hard to even say it. It's unbelievable, but it's true. And the next time you're in a grocery store or vitamin store, take a look at some of them. They have started getting smarter over the past couple of years, and more companies are using methylcobalamin, or an easy way of just saying it is methyl B12. And your product does indeed, the B12 component of your product, I'm happy to say, is methyl B12. So that's super. We also need folate. Just mentioning that folate is very important as well when we're talking about homocysteine and lowering it. Your product also contains B6. And B6 is essential to the other part. If you recall, I mentioned there's two processes to process the homocysteine. And the other one is something called transsulfuration. Don't need to remember that. But what we should remember is B6. What we should remember is B6, and that's another vital component. So you have two processes, and we can think of balance, just simple balance, B12 for one and folate, and B6 for the other. So that's how important, your vitamin supplement, the B Boost, can contribute very much to helping to lower homocysteine levels. But I do have to say that folate's important too. And folate is just a wonderful, wonderful B vitamin. It's actually B9, but most people just say folate. And also, just another little word of caution. When I was finding out about all this and going, oh my goodness, I need to start checking into this and spreading the word if my research comes out, to fit together, which it does, is folate is the natural B9. If you Google it, go on Amazon, go on wherever, and look for folate, also folic acid will come up a lot. That is the synthetic or man-made version of it. So I always try, like I said, for B12, let's do methyl. For vitamin D, let's do D3. And it's the same for folate. Let's do folate instead of folic acid. So I just mentioned that as an aside.
Well, great. And our D power is the D3 as well. So we're pretty proud of the products that we have and love sharing them. And, there's not all those binders, fillers, and all that pills have as well, Susan, in our product, and it goes in and absorbs in the body within 5 to 10 seconds into the body and goes right directly to the bloodstream. Bypasses the digestive system, which is also great. So we're very proud of the products. And thank you so much. Wow, what a world of information you've given us tonight and how important it is to know this. And thank God for people like you, Susan, that stand up and take a stand and get out here and do all of this research to bring the awareness to everyone. It's just so very, very important. So thank you so very much.
You're most welcome, Pat. And if I may mention, the article itself that actually was just published last week can be found on the Hormones Matter website. So that's hormonesmatter.com. Okay. And if you get on there and just, Google my name or homocysteine or something, it should readily come up. And I'd also like to mention, with our summer weather here now, I have reduced the price of Defend Your Life only on Amazon. But for just over $5, one can buy the print copy of Defend Your Life or the ebook copy for $2.99. So I just mentioned that I'm basically giving it away at this point because I think it's important for people to have this knowledge.
You certainly are, and I have to tell you, you're sitting right here beside me on my desk. I printed off your article on the hidden heart disease risk factor and read that today, and wow, like I say, just a ton of information there. So thank you so much, Susan, once again for joining us. Melissa, if you're out there, do you have any thoughts or comments or anything that you would like to add to this, Susan? Melissa?
Hey, thank you, Pat. Susan was talking about the homocysteine levels and getting tested. The only way that most of your health practitioners will do that is if you have a family history of heart stroke or coronary artery disease. maybe it's you were overweight or you have high blood pressure. So, and then they do the testing either by urine or blood. And another thing that she had mentioned about newborns having issues, that normally comes in effect because it's a hereditary. So that means that the family history has deficiencies or has, high blood pressure or stroke or heart attack already in that factor. So I just wanted to get that little tidbit out there. So it is not a routine test. It is something that you have to ask for. Normally, you have to go within the criteria of having those health issues before they're going to be tested.
Wow. Okay. Next up tonight, thanks, Melissa, and thank you once again, Susan. Great job as always, and we love you sharing all of your knowledge. Next up tonight is Sherry Reed. Sherry, are you out there? Will you give us an overview of our products and what Ken has to offer to everyone in our sprays?
Sure, I'll be happy to, Pat. And that was just amazing. We thank you so much for the knowledge about the vitamin B and vitamin D. That was really good. 10 products have been the best delivery system out there. And, we have the best delivery system, and it's the intraoral method of absorption, and that's in our vitamin sprays. And it's been shown to be up to 98% effective, whereas the physician's desk reference shows that vitamins and minerals in a pill form are only absorbed by 10 and 15% by the body. That's a huge difference. Super 10 is a powerful blend of 10 superfoods, antioxidants, minerals, and nutrients for the optimum health. The perfect formula of some of the world's most beneficial health and wellness ingredients to help enhance vitality, immunity, and mental clarity. And they help you feel like a perfect 10. The ingredients include aloe vera, maca berry, goji berry, acai berry, and green tea extract. We have B Boost, and it contains 3 B vitamins, and that's B3, B6, and B12. The B vitamins are essential for growth, development, and a variety of other bodily functions. They play a major role in the activities of enzymes, proteins that regulate chemical reactions in the body, and these are important in turning food into energy and other needed substances. Without proper B vitamins in your system, you could have digestive issues, anxiety, dermatitis, and several people are being misdiagnosed with illnesses and being treated for them with a simple level of vitamin B boost will level out their imbalances. D-Power is our vitamin D3 spray, often called the sunshine vitamin. Vitamin D3 is actually not a vitamin at all. Rather, it's a hormone produced by the body when stimulated by sunlight. For various reasons, most people are no longer able to produce the necessary amount of vitamins, and these reasons could include the geographical place they live, where there's very little sunlight available, because we use suntan lotions, the SPF products of 30 or more. We have fewer fresh foods consumed that would naturally provide vitamin D, and certain medical conditions that deplete the vitamin with the use of pharmaceuticals, and there's many other factors. The problem is that most of us are not spending enough time in the sun for our bodies to produce that vitamin D, and our foods no longer provide what we need. And vitamin D promotes healthy bones, largely by promoting the absorption of calcium, and it's also a blockbuster for fighting 17 cancers. And so next we have our weight loss spray, Slim by 10. And Pat, we have so many slim girls and guys popping up, and every day there are more and more. These testimonies are going out, they're just off the hook, using our sprays. There's 5 breakthrough weight management ingredients: green coffee extract, African mango, Garcinia cambogia, green tea extract, Caramelluma fibredia. Slim by 10 spray is a revolutionary new way to help curb your appetite, block the fat, and support a healthy metabolism. And last but not least is our Cell Energy. And it has a powerful combo of ingredients, and it's glutathione, the mother of all antioxidants. It's the most important molecule you need to stay healthy and to prevent disease. Resveratrol, and that helps the body undo a lot of damage caused by aging, especially at the level of the DNA. In other words, it helps to prevent disease. Alpha-lipoic acid, naturally occurring fatty acid that can be found inside of every cell in your body. There it plays a crucial role in the energy production. And then there's natural caffeine, which is an energy booster, but it's only about a fourth of it's like a fourth of a cup of coffee. It's about how much caffeine it is. Cell Energy's combinations of ingredients will play a critical role in protecting cells from oxidative stress and maintaining the immune system. It's the secret to prevent aging, cancer, heart disease, dementia, and it's necessary to treat everything from autism to Alzheimer's disease. There are more than 89,000 medical articles written about glutathione, and your doctor doesn't know how to address the epidemic of the deficiency of this critical life-giving molecule. But guess what? Ken does. And so, Pat, that's just a little bit about our products, and I'll pass it back to you.
Thanks, Sherry. Great job. And, we always like to do some facts. A deficiency of B vitamins is known to cause anemia, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdominal pain, depression, numbness, tingling in the arms and legs, as Susan was talking about, muscle cramps, respiratory infections, hair loss, eczema, poor growth in children, and birth defects. And also, B vitamins help reduce the risk of certain diseases, conditions, for example, B6 and folate that, once again, Susan was talking about, may help reduce the the risk of death from stroke and heart attack. B vitamins, they help slow the development of Alzheimer's. So, wow. It's important, once again, that you share this B Boost with everyone you know and all of our other wonderful 10 sprays so we can get this nation back to health again. Next up tonight, and there's one more thing I want to say about that as well. It's all about what you consume, how you consume, as to what you absorb. So that's how important it is. If we consume our spray vitamins with our 98% absorption, it's feeding our body naturally, and it's also giving the body what it needs, and it's giving you the absorption that it needs opposed to pills. Product testimonials tonight. Christy Fair, are you out there? If you will, just step up and tell us what you'd like to say about these 10 sprays.
Hey, Pat, I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear, dear.
Perfect. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I appreciate being on the call tonight. My name is Christy Fair. I'm Eden, North Carolina. I'm a sports nutritionist and life coach. The sprays are phenomenal. I can't say enough about it. Pat is correct. It is the 98% absorption rate from the sprays that we're having such huge success. I no longer suffer from lower back pain. My vision has improved from -2.00 to -1.50. I went from 17, my vitamin D levels I had checked, I went from 17 to 42. The only thing that I have changed, not to mention my psoriasis, is I stopped applicating any medication, and they're almost completely gone, as well as the vitamin B we're talking about. We have the 3, 6, and 12 in the B Boost, which I absolutely loved. I no longer have to go to sleep at 8, pass out with the boys at 8:30. I actually stay up till 11 and 12 to get extra things done because I have the energy to do so because I'm supplying my body with what it needs. So with that, I truly, again, I love the sprays. I am grateful and honored that Mel and Amy walked into this venture and that we're a part of it with them. Pat, back to you.
Thanks, Christy. Great testimonial as well. Cheryl Church, are you out there, our leader from Virginia? Tell us what you've got to say about the 10 sprays tonight.
Okay, can you hear me, Pat?
I can hear you loud and clear, dear. Go ahead.
Okay, great. Well, my testimony tonight is on actually our vitamin B, B Boost, and it's going to be actually what I saw in a difference in my mother. My mother had been taking a B12 shot probably for about 5 years straight in a row, and this year when she went back to basically do her checkup and everything, and the doctor checked her for her vitamin B level, and her vitamin B level was normal, and he didn't have to give her the vitamin B12 shot, which I thought was amazing. And, of course, me being the person that I am, I'm standing in the room, and I'm like, yes, Mama, you know where it come from. And so she said, you know, I really think so. So she speaks up and said, well, I've been taking like a vitamin B spray on a daily basis that my daughter gave me, and you know, he was inquisitive enough to ask me what it was, and of course I had it in my purse, and out it comes, and I show it to him, and he put it in his hand, and as you know, most doctors do, they twist the bottle around, and they look at it, and then they look at it, and he said, oh, very good, then just continue to taking it because her vitamin D looks well. So, just that alone was exciting to me. I haven't had mine checked personally, but I've had my vitamin D level checked. So I know the vitamins, the spray vitamins work. Just talking to a friend of mine tonight that went to the doctor and found that she is vitamin D deficiency, and her number is 14.
Wow.
So, I spent a little time sharing with her what we had, and she's like, I'll be at your house in the morning.
Good.
So that is just the power of what we have, and I thank Mel and Amy for taking the technology to another level, and this is the fifth generation of nutrition. Back to you, Pat.
Oh, thanks, Cheryl. Great job. Wow, that is awesome about your mother, and I love these stories. Renetta Hall, my lovely friend, all the way from California. Are you out there, Renetta? If you are, please step up and tell us what the 10 sprays have done for you and your family.
Yes, I am. Can you hear me, Pat?
I can hear you, sweetheart. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you so much. It's such an honor to join you tonight. And you're doing such a fantastic job. My name is Renetta Hall. I live in Hayward, California. I'm a retired administrative assistant, and I now do caregiving for my 91-year-old father and 85-year-old mother, who I'm blessed to have them still here with me. And also I do ministry with my husband, Paul. But my testimony is just about my mother. I am just so grateful. Mother's been diagnosed with dementia, and it's been a couple of years now. We watched over time the mental decline, and watching it was harder and harder, and I had started giving her B12 shots, or having her get the B12 shots, and it really wasn't helping. But when she got to the point where one day I realized she couldn't spell her name, she got to her last name, and she couldn't remember how to spell it. And I witnessed that, in fact, more than one time. And then she would go right around the corner from where she lived, and she didn't know where she was, just right around the corner. And she would ask the same questions repeatedly, and then she would call me. Okay, my parents live alone. They live together, but they refuse to let the children stay with them. So we call them, and we go by as much as possible, and we're checking with them on the telephone. But Mother would just be calling me, asking the same questions over and over, and just blowing up my phone, which was okay, but, we just didn't want to see that happen. And we were praying. Mother's a prayer warrior. She's helped so many people, and we were praying, Lord, Mom, we got to help Mother. We just have to help her, because I know what the final outcome is of Alzheimer's and dementia, and said we just can't let her get like that. So I changed her diet after reading and listening to Dr. Oz, and I always mention this. I gave her walnuts and fish oils and coconut oil and blueberries, and I saw some improvement, but it still wasn't enough. And then finally I started giving her our vitamins, and I'm telling you, within that first week of taking the spray vitamins, we saw improvement. And within the first month, Mother, she was at church, and she went to fill out her offering envelope, and she wrote her entire name along with her address. And that was such a blessing, just watching her do that. And then I had her walk from her home to the church, which was about 5 blocks, and I had her lead the way. Mother was able to lead the way all the way from her house to the church. Then coming back, she took an alternate route, which was still a direct route too, and she was able to walk back home. And it's just been such a blessing. She doesn't call me all day long, but I have noticed, I'm telling you, I am so convinced of these products. When I slow down on the products, because sometimes, oh, Mom's doing real good. She's doing extremely well. We get a little lax. Some of the other people that here give. And she'll start repeating herself again. I'm telling you. So then start giving her, the full dosage like she's supposed to get, and then she'll start to remember.
There you go.
I'm telling you, I am convinced. I am so happy. I am so blessed. First, blessed to have them here, and then able to share these natural products. The natural products that the body is meant to heal itself, and now we have something to assist our bodies in healing themselves. So I am just so grateful to Mel and Amy, to Don Joseph for getting me involved in the business, and I'm just happy.
Absolutely. Thank you, Renetta. And that is a beautiful story. And, there's no greater love than the love of for your mother. So I definitely identify with that as well. So thank you so much for sharing. Next up tonight is Tish Randall. Tish, are you out there? Tell us where you're from and what 10 sprays have done for you, my dear.
Hey there, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you loud and clear, Tish. Go ahead.
All right. Hey, everybody. My name's Tish Randall. I'm from Virginia, and I was introduced to 10 products by Melissa Honeybee 2 months ago, and I started with the 4-pack, and I'm really, really, really happy with my results that I've seen only so far, and I've lost over 22 pounds. I've lost several inches. I did not measure myself in the beginning, and I encourage you do, because it only gets you more excited as you're losing it. And over just about a little over 3 pant sizes, dress sizes, and I'm off 2 prescription medications.
Awesome.
I feel that is a wonderful thing. And I hope to get off more. I'm new at this. It's only been 2 months, and I feel great. I have all kinds of energy. I just ordered my first pack and had it arrive, and it was sold before I arrived, and I am continuing to order the diamond packs to keep up with the demand of this. It's amazing. I'm constantly getting emails about it. I've posted pictures of myself. People just can't believe how much weight I've lost and how good I feel and how good I look, actually. So I'm really happy about all the benefits that my body has shown me and the way I feel. And I just want to share it with everyone.
Fantastic. Well, listen, great story, and we would love to see those pictures as well. Us girls like to see these other girls getting slimmer. I'm doing the same myself. I'm finally seeing a waistline again that I haven't seen due to hypothyroid. So I'm really excited that I'm getting a waistline again. So even somebody mentioned it today. How much weight have you lost? And I said, I don't know. I don't really care. I just so you notice, that'll be the deal. So anyway, thanks, Tish. Great job. Next up tonight, Mr. Kevin Vaughn. Are you out there? If so, give us a company overview and a shirt comp plan, please.
Somebody give me an application, Pat. Somebody send me an application right now. I'm signing back up. How you doing? Can you hear me okay? How you doing out there? Everybody doing okay?
I'm sick.
Wow. That's great. Well, can you hear me okay? I guess I should ask that first.
It's loud and clear, my friend. Go right ahead, dear.
Oh, well, thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen all around the world, welcome to the best company on the planet. And Pat, boy, I tell you, those testimonies, that's it. That's the business right there. The business is the testimonies. And thank you so much, everybody who talked today. And I always like to hear Renita's Hall story. Boy, I tell you, almost bring a tear to your eye every time you hear that wonderful story, and from everybody else as well. Just incredible. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, real quickly, I want to go over, Pat, without a doubt, we got to start off with Mel and Amy Gill. I got to tell people about Mel and Amy first, real quickly, just so they know a little bit about these wonderful people who had the vision, leadership, and of course, the tenacity to even do what they're doing today through our wonderful business. Real quickly, ladies and gentlemen, Mel and Amy Gill entered the direct selling industry in 1989 and founded Team Effort International. For those who are new on the call, that's our corporate level. That's Team Effort International, LLC, in 2002. The Team Effort International is privately held, debt-free company, Pat, with a global offices in Northern California in the United States. Also, too, ladies and gentlemen, Mel and Amy Gill have over 21 years of full-time success in direct sales industry. Mel and Amy are passionate about the industry for their accomplishments. They have created not just for themselves, of course, but for so many people across the globe, ladies and gentlemen. And guys, I got to tell you that one of the things we're excited about is that we have two distinct product divisions. Our brands, our division, My Video Talk, a robust cutting-edge suite of streaming video technologies, and, of course, our newest division, which we're all about tonight, Team Effort Network, just launched in the United States, ladies and gentlemen, back in February. The Team Effort Network 10 is on a mission and a vision to changing how the world takes healthy supplements, ladies and gentlemen. The company has an exciting product line, and it's part of the paradigm shift around the globe. And our wonderful model, ladies and gentlemen, the company has started a mission and has caused that mirrors of their slogan, commitment to making a difference, ladies and gentlemen. Just a little bit about our company in that area. And for those who are new on the business, I want to let you know our websites, our key websites is teameffortnetwork.biz. So you can get more details about this awesome company and, of course, our comp plan. We're going to go over that really briefly tonight with you, but I want to make sure you had all the proper websites for tonight. That's teameffortnetwork.biz, teameffortnetwork.biz. That's our main website. And then our overview and video is winwith10.com. That's winwith10.com. Okay, Pat, let's get to it. Hey, our first way, we got 10 ways, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go over 5 of the 10 today. We got 10 ways to profit or to build your business. The first one, Pat, is our retail sales of the wonderful sprays, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, we get the sprays at wholesale and you sell at retail. And right now we got it set up where you can do 40% above the wholesale. So 40% or greater above wholesale is your first way of profit or making income in our wonderful business. And a lot of us are doing very, very well. In fact, as you know, Pat, some of us can't even keep inventory. Before the inventory comes in, it's already sold. Isn't that wonderful? I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, our second one is our Fast Start bonus, ladies and gentlemen. Our Fast Start bonus is getting started by earning the immediate income from helping others. It's very simple. Matter of fact, Pat, I need to mention that all you need, ladies and gentlemen, to get started is 2 people. The power of 2. Just real briefly, all you need is 2 people, ladies and gentlemen, one on your left and one on your right, because this is business. So I want to share that. Very, very important that you get one on your left, one on your right, on people like yourself. And when that happens, you earn $25 to $50 Fast Start bonus. It is paid out with the sales volume generated from the personal sales of the initial getting started product packages that personally sponsored by distributors that elect to purchase, of course, our wonderful products. There is no limit to the amount you can earn in the Fast Start bonuses. You can earn all that money every day and every week, Pat. Just incredible. That's our second one, Fast Start bonuses. Our third one, Pat, is Team Builder bonuses. Oh, I love this. We're talking about the team and the family bonuses. The $25 team bonus, ladies and gentlemen, is paid on the sales volume generated by sales from the initial getting started product packages. That's our 10 packages, of course. And then the bonuses are paid to the first qualified team builder above the personal enrolled representative to the line of sponsorship. Expand your team by personally enrolling new representatives and teaching them to do the same. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're just encouraging you to share, and share. Okay, our next one, number 4. Number 4 is our executive leadership bonus. It's special executive leadership bonus. This is a one-time bonus, and as soon as you achieve the executive status, you will be paid a $100 executive bonus, ladies and gentlemen. Literally, you can make up to $300 in one day or 1 week towards this wonderful bonus. That's our executive leadership bonus. And Pat, our final one out of the 5 of the 10 is our weekly team commissions, ladies and gentlemen. This is a phase of your business where you earn weekly commissions by growing your wonderful team, not only in the United States, Pat, because we're on a global business now. We're talking about all the countries that are opening up soon. This is where the comp plan starts really get exciting. Once you achieve the title of team builder, ladies and gentlemen, you are eligible to earn weekly team commissions with global rewards. Commission plan that only need to build 2 sales teams. That's 2 people only, ladies and gentlemen, to benefit from the weekly bonuses. And ladies and gentlemen, for more information, I want you to go to teameffortnetwork.biz for the details. There's more information about that. Go to the opportunity link for the more details to learn more about the 10 ways. And also, Pat, we want to encourage everybody to get back with the person that sponsored them so they can get more information how to become a team builder. That's what we want everybody to do, Pat. Become a team builder as soon as possible. Back to you, Pat.
Absolutely. Thanks so much, Kevin Vaughn. Great job as always, all the way from Atlanta, Georgia. Thank you. Mary Beth Brockman, are you out there? If so, tell us what's happening in 10. What's going on in this company?
Hey, Pat. I am so excited to be on this call. What an amazing call. I mean, that was awesome. All of our speakers and testimonies. I know I'm very, very excited. Our next 10 university is on the east coast of our nation's capital, Washington, D.C. This is the best time for you to plug in and actually attend this event. I am so excited. It's going to be awesome. The last Saturday in September that is when our 10 university is going to be. It's going to be great. The UK is in pre-launch with a special pre-launch package of $249.95. And you can actually, with an iPad mini promotion, this is a great opportunity. If you know anyone in the UK, I would definitely plug in with them. We are now shipping to Puerto Rico. Who do you know there? Who do you know in the Puerto Rico, UK, and Malaysia? They're both in pre-launch. We have great promotions. We're putting the finishing touches on Mexico, and there's going to be more countries announced, and we're going to open up in Japan, Philippines, India, and more. New website and Team Effort TV is coming soon. Our promotions, if you have a diamond pack, you will now receive 23 sprays instead of 20 with a bonus of 3 cell energies. That is just amazing in itself because you can't keep that cell energy at all. Cell energy is now included in the auto ship on our 10 packs, which is a $170 value for only $119.90. Mark your calendars for our Super Saturday with Pastor Denise and Pastor Dale. And it's going to be July 12th at Gaylord Harbor Hotel. And that I know we're doing some road trips down here, so if you'd like to attend, get with some of us. And Pat, thank you so much for everything that you've done for this call. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Mary Beth. Great job, my friend. Thanks again for stepping up and helping us out on the call tonight. Well, next up, guys, we want to make sure that you have the call agenda for you and the guests that are on the call tonight. Every day, Monday through Friday, Pastor Denise and Pastor Dale do a national call, same number and the same PIN number. Every Tuesday and Thursday, our calls are Tuesday and Thursday, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. It's Pat Lowe, the North Carolina, Virginia team, Cheryl Church, our leader. We host that call every Tuesday and Thursday. And by the way, Monday through Friday, that is 11 o'clock Eastern a.m. with Pastor Denise and Pastor Dale. Also, every Tuesday and Thursday night at 8 p.m., just an hour before our call, we have our host is Mr. T, Show Me the Money. Another great call, and you guys all need to visit that one as well. Awesome information there. And our Hispanic friends with the Spanish call, this is Memo Safe does this. They do this call Monday through Sunday every single day. They have it's at 12:10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So for your different time zones, of course, you'll have to figure out what that is. Also, there is a recorded call that's out there thanks to Mr. T. It's 24/7. You can call and send your people to a great call. The number is, get out your pens and paper, it's 559-726-1399. And the PIN number is 6088882. So once again, 559-726-1399. The PIN number for that call is 6088882. And that's a 24/7 call that you can send anyone to, your family, friends, just to listen to. So invite your guests to hear what all the buzz about. 10 does not make any medical claims, friends, to treat, heal, cure, or prevent any diseases, but we can provide you with people who will share the testimonials about how the 10 products has changed their lives. As you heard tonight, a lot of lives are being changed with 10. Just remember, 10 family, only you can choose to make a difference in changing people's lives around you by sharing 10. You can make a difference with 10 and make a difference in people's lives. Okay, Kevin, back to you, my friend. Give us some closing thoughts out there tonight.
Absolutely, Pat. Can you hear me okay?
I can, sir. Go right ahead.
Well, great. Well, first of all, thank you so much for the opportunity again, ladies and gentlemen. We are in a great time. Pat, I tell you, I almost want to cry because of the positioning and timing that we're all in. And it's just exciting. You cannot help but be excited every time you wake up, say, I'm still in 10, and we're rolling. I just love it. Hey, some closing comments for you, ladies and gentlemen. Set up your TTPs. Pat, we got to encourage everybody to set up their TTPs. We now call that the Tell the People meetings. I love it. Just tell the people about yourself, your testimony, and about how the sprays work. Get them to another TTP as soon as possible. Pat, we also got to encourage people to continue their current TTPs. Increase your numbers. Increase them. And just to continue to do well. As a matter of fact, I heard you're doing daily TTPs now out in California and all around the country now. Isn't that wonderful? So that's going to happen for us. We want to encourage everybody to have their TTPs like tomorrow. Invite the people that you know immediately and share these wonderful sprays. Also, too, Pat, as Mel and Amy teach us to, Mel says and Amy says, invite, invite, and invite. Oh, I love that. And then the next part of that is share, share, and share. That's what we really do as a family. We just share, and share, Pat. And also, too, Pat, we talked about this earlier today on the call, and I heard this from the lifestyle call today. Let people know that let people know that you know or meet in 10 that the sprays are working. Let them know that the sprays work, give you testimony, and just invite them over. So get your team and your new team members on the weekly calls. So when you let them know, hey, the sprays are working, you promote the calls, as Pat mentioned a little earlier. You also have three-way calls, Pat. They can call us, call the people that are in leadership, three-way calls, and get people that are benefiting from the sprays. I'm sure if you set it up properly, the people that are benefiting the most from the sprays right now, which is everybody who's using the sprays, will be glad to help you on three-way calls. And Pat, last but not least, the TTPs for your own testimony. All you have to do is say, hey, I need to have you over to my house today to share some information for what it's all about. You just need to come over and listen. My health is improving. And believe me, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have a full room of people that want to know what happened to you. So just let people know you're feeling better, you had some changes in your health, and the sprays are working. As Pat mentioned earlier, we don't claim healing and any miracle drug, of course, here, but all we do is let people tell their testimony, where they were and where they are now with the sprays. And Pat, believe me, you will have TTPs coming out all over the place, all over the neighborhood. So we're so excited. So our goal today is to continue to share, invite. Back to you, Pat. We're excited.
Absolutely. Thanks, Kevin. Great job as always. Thank you for being such a gracious team player as well. So thanks again. I would like to give a special thanks to our lovely guest speaker, Susan Rex Ryan, for taking the time to join us on our call tonight and for all of the wonderful information she shared with us on the hidden heart disease risk factor and the importance of B vitamins, and especially the importance of our B boost with 98% absorption. A special thanks to our lovely team members, Sherry, Melissa, Mary Beth, Kevin, Christy, Tish, Renetta, and our great leader, Cheryl Church, all the wonderful testimonies shared tonight. We greatly appreciate each and every one of you. I would like to give a special thanks to Mel and Amy Gill for giving this 10 family an opportunity of a lifetime with these cutting-edge and life-changing sprays that is changing lives around the world now. Now we've opened up other countries. We're changing lives. Thanks to you, Mel and Amy, we can change lives one spray at a time. And as always, a special guest and special thanks to our guests and our 10 family tonight for joining us on the call. And remember this, 10 is the best way of taking control of your health and your wealth one spray at a time. There's no greater gift that you can give than the gift of health. Spraying every day with 10 sprays will not only change your life, but when you share these sprays, they will change the lives of others. Get back with the person who invited you to this call tonight. Find out about what 10 can do for you and your family. It will definitely change your life. Good night, 10 family. All of our friends, good night, Susan, Rex, Ryan. Thank you so much for joining us. And see you back on the call Thursday night. And remember, 10 family, stay connected. Good night, everyone.